And just like that, we are back with another episode of Blerd Talk, episode 67. God, yo, we're so close to 70, Jay. We so close. We right on the tip. Pause. 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 But anyway, welcome to episode 67. This is going to be a episode about Madam Web. Jason has some things to say because he's going to tell me, but I have to get some things off my chest about True Detective and the Marvels before we get going. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Jason, I'm going to start with the easy stuff first because we're going to hop right into it. Okay. One. As of right now on True Detective. So I finished watching season 1. Finished watching season 2. Finished watching season 3. I'm going to tell you right now. I started the first episode of season 4. So far, it seems like season 2 may be the weakest season. Not that it's bad. It just picks up a lot later in the second season. The one with Marsha Ali, that was good. That was good.
Okay.
That was good. So I haven't finished watching True Detective, but so far the first episode seemed like it's cooking of the new season with Jodie Foster, and I forget the girl's name, but apparently she used to kickbox too. Her name is like Khalees something. Yeah, she's real. She's a real one. So you remember in the chat how I was talking about I got some things to get off my chest?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who watch this channel, y'all know there's a hill that I refuse to leave in the MCU. And that hill is Thor Love and Thunder is a great movie. Well, also on the show, I had to backtrack a lot of the shit I was saying.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
So, I have rewatch, and I say this because I watched the Marvels, and I'm gonna get into that. I rewatched Love and Thunder after I watched the Marvels because let me go ahead and just get this out the way first. The Marvels is not as bad as everybody was making it to be, at all.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
Okay. I rewatched Love and Thunder.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. The Marvels.
The Marvels.
Oh my gosh! You know what? For some stupid reason, I had the Eternals in my mind.
Oh no.
The Marvels is not as a bad of a movie that everybody makes it seem to be.
Yep, because it seems like everybody was like, the Marvels is terrible, and this is the first time I heard about the MCU. I never heard about that until like 2 days ago. So I just want to say this. After rewatching the Marvels, I had to reevaluate my life. So I go, okay, maybe Love and Thunder was really bad, and I just didn't see it because I was so, blinders on. Well, yes, I did go back and rewatch Love and Thunder, and Love and Thunder is bad. Love and Thunder is bad. In fact, on the scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to put it like a 4 or 5. Okay?
Bad?
It was pretty bad.
Out of scale out of what, 10?
10.
You got Thor Love and Thunder at 4 or 5?
I got like I say average, but it's probably a little bit below average, like a 4. I'm gonna say a 4.
You still overrated. Go ahead.
Well,
4 is still too high.
I watched the Marvels, and the Marvels. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It's clearly the best movie out of Phase 5. Okay? Because remember, Phase 5 technically only has Ant-Man. And what else movie did we have last? I can't even remember. I'm going to go ahead and say this too. I'm still trying to put it up. But the Marvels may be better than Wakanda Forever. Clip it! Clip it!
Man, what about the Marvels makes you...
So, okay, here we go. Now, yes, good movie. Okay, first of all, the interaction between the superheroes, Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel. Loved it. I love their whole thing. I like that it had a little bit legit comedy in it. I was actually like, ha ha, that's pretty funny.
You laughed?
I laughed a little bit. I legit laughed a little bit. Like the part when they were like doing they was doing the little skip rope and then she jumped and Monica Rambeau fell and popped back up. I thought that was pretty funny. I legit enjoyed it. Like I'm literally sitting there like, dude, I like this. I like this. So I went back and watched Wakanda Forever because I'm like, man, once I take this to the crew, they're going to bury me alive. And so I take it back and I'm watching Wakanda Forever again. And Jay, I lie to you now, I'm literally sitting there like, damn, I truly think the Marvels is a little bit better than Wakanda Forever. Now, before y'all try to get me, hear me out. I felt with a lot of Wakanda Forever, we got, oh, am I going to be Black Panther? And I think because Chadwick is gone, it hit a little bit harder when we're watching it. But if we take Chadwick out the occasion and we clearly just think about it as a movie, I was not too impressed with what was going on.
Okay.
So, and with the Marvels, I was excited to see what's going on. And yes, to put it to the test again, I watched the Marvels again after I watched Wakanda Forever. I just wanted to make sure. And I think the Marvels is a better movie.
Jeez, man, where do I start?
I think the Marvels is a better movie. And for those of you that just click off, if you're watching, click off for a little 2 seconds because this is a spoiler. I got hyped with the spoiler at the end. Did you? I know you know what the spoiler was.
That's what Ryan was alluding to.
Yeah, I figured that's what he was talking about.
That wasn't an end credit, right? That was during the movie, right?
It was an end credit. Yes, it was an end credit.
Well, technically, I was about to say, yeah, that's probably like technically the second best scene in the entire movie. The best scene in the movie was when she was telling the story about her destroying the planet and her killing that robot that was
the AI. Yep. Okay.
That scene was dope, but the rest of it, when she met her estranged husband and they started doing musicals, you like that shit? Oh, excuse me.
I thought that was funny.
That was the naysayer coming out of me just because that's how bad I hated the movie. Forgive me, y'all. I shouldn't have said that word, but come on, bro. What?
I thought that part was funny. I legit kind of laughed. She was like, their language is singing. Like, what?
So you like Nick Fury making love to cats?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they were trying to make Nick Fury not less serious, and I did have a problem with that because I'm like, I was like, this is, yeah, I don't like this Nick Fury that we got right here. I don't like this. I don't like the whole wholesome and, him make it jazz. I don't like that because that's not Nick Fury.
They put him in the comedy relief box with Kamala's
family. They did.
Yikes.
They did. And that is, I was hoping you asked me that was one of my biggest issues, that why was Nick Fury like this? I did not like that at all.
Yikes.
At all. I did not like that. Actually, I got big, I didn't watch Miss Marvel on the TV show. At first, I kind of thought the girl, her character, not her, but her character is a little bit annoying because it's like, oh, I love Captain Marvel. But then it settles down a lot when she meets her. And then even the part when the Skrull are like, they're getting everybody on the ship and she doesn't want to leave the rest. And Captain Marvel has to put like, we can't save them all. Like her facial expression where she's like, man, we really got to let these people die. I thought that was like a little growing up right there. And I felt like I felt like her transition to like being a little bit more serious was that. But I think they played on the whole switching thing a little bit too much in the beginning. Like when they were trying to figure it out, it was kind of like, oh, okay, we're going back to this. It almost kind of reminds me of the Loki thing when he's going back in time in Loki. I'm like, Loki kind of cut it right at the perfect time where it was like, okay, this is getting a little, okay. I think they did it a little bit too much, but then you get the montage of them doing it back and forth. I said, okay, this is like the redeeming section of it. But
the villain was trash.
I'm going to say
the villain was horrible.
What? I thought the villain, and then I thought they killed her off way too early. I'm like, dang. She not even gonna make it to the like. I said, dang. Like, and when I say we talk about how they kill off a lot of people early.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, damn, this could have been a good villain. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my take on it, and I wanted to see what y'all was gonna say because now look, like I said. I'm still on the fence about it being better than Wakanda. I'm like right here.
Again, I'll say this much, and I think we did talk about it a little bit last time. I don't think Marvel's is the worst.
Yeah.
I just think it's the worst within itself. As a standalone. I'm not comparing it to. I mean, I can have that conversation of comparing it to other MCU movies, of course. But when I'm calling it trash is just off the strength of it being trash, not necessarily.
Oh, you broke up.
Comparing it to what's better or was that they were trying to convey came across better. It hit me a little bit more. Oh, my bad.
No, you good.
I went with Wakanda Forever only because the emotional impact that they were going for in their movie was a slightly bit better than what Marvel's was doing. And this is Chadwick aside.
Okay, all right. Bassett. I was just about to ask you that, but is that with Chadwick aside? Okay.
This Angela Bassett and how she was rocking in the movie. That alone, I'll take that over.
Yeah.
Tap dancing. Yeah. And blipping and alien cats.
The cats, I kind of like. Man, that was kind of. I get why they did it, but I'm like, this could have been a little bit better outcome too than the cats. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of hilarious when they was like getting everybody, like sucking up everybody. I thought that was kind of funny. But
even the beef between Monica and Miss Marvel. I mean, where was that gonna go? Oh, you left us. Oh, wait, you didn't leave us. You did come back. It's just that they told you, come on, bro.
The minute she blew up the AI, the first thing I thought was like, that's why she didn't come back. Because that's the first thing I said. First,
do better.
I was like, and they tried to sell it like, Monica was really mad at her. And then they kind of had the little hugging moment and got over it. I'm like, oh, okay, I get you. But
that's a no for me, dog.
I want you. So if we're talking about like the last 4 movies that came out, because I was actually looking at Phase 4 too, and the only things that come to my mind was Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I don't think it was better than that. Like I said, Wakanda stood out to me because it's like right on the same lines of Wakanda. And I think when I rewatched it, it crept up a little bit, but I still haven't made an official decision of where that sits. But I know a couple other movies, I was like, oh yeah, it's way better than this. So I know Thor Love and Thunder, it was better than that. But I just thought that I really had that for y'all this week because I was like, I want to see what they say.
Miss Marvel's better than Doctor Strange 2 to you?
Huh?
Miss Marvel's better than Doctor Strange 2 to you?
2 is the Multiverse of Madness, right? No, it's not better than that. No, it's not better than that. It's not better than that. Huh?
Just double check.
But the reason why everybody is here is because you saw Madam Web. So I didn't see Madam Web. And to be honest, the way the internet is going at it, I'm probably not going to see it. But I'm not even going to hold you. From the first time I saw the trailer, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to see this. I'm not going to see this. I feel like they're really piggybacking off of like Spider-Man to get people to see this. And I don't even think a lot of people know who Madam Web is. So I feel like, I feel like that alone is not gonna make a lot of people go. I feel like them showing glimpses of Spider-Man and all that. I'm like, that I don't think that's gonna be enough to get people to go see it.
Yo, outside of like the initial like, I'll call it not. I wouldn't even call it a teaser trailer. Outside of like the announcement type trailer, the you know how they like knowing the movie's coming months and months away.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that trailer, I never looked at another Madam Web trailer again.
Besides the first one,
So
same,
yeah, the teaser jump. That
same.
was it. I didn't pay no mind to it, and then I gotta see this. And it's not like I gotta see this as in I was y'all. I wasn't. It was no excitement for me to watch it. It was exciting to see how terrible it was. That's what I was
Okay,
excited. I had to. I had to.
so let me
I
say
had
this:
to.
on a scale from 1 to 10, right now,
Man,
where is Madam? I mean, where is Madam Web sitting on a scale from 1 to 10?
it's a zero, man.
God, oh my God, is it at least enjoyable a little bit?
Mm-mm.
No.
Out of five, man, get that joke to zero, bro. It's so bad. I'm not even trolling. Like I'm not. Even, I ain't got no jokes. I don't have no jokes. It's just I never thought a movie like that could be made in 2024, bro. I really didn't think that was possible. That jump real live gave off Electra movie vibes. I promise you, bro. It really did, bro. It really did, son. It felt like this movie came out in 2006, bro.
Okay,
I couldn't
so
believe it.
you're gonna have to break it down for me because I didn't see it. So, in fact, my my comic book stuff of Madam Web is really shaky too.
Same,
So,
same.
like,
I knew a little of a little.
yeah,
Not by name, but outside of Madam Web, but I know the concept of the story.
okay. So, what's the concept of Madam Web? Break it down. Do you know at least the concept of Madam Web for us?
Yeah, Madam Web basically, well, in the cartoon they changed it to a little bit to how she was helping Peter with the Secret Wars
Exactly.
and all that stuff. But basically, Madam Web, she has a very miniature role in the Spider-Man universe, but essentially she is like Obi-Wan without being Obi-Wan, but she can see the future. So
Okay.
she was guiding Peter through future things that would happen in the future, and three she had people with the three Spider-Man that you see in the movie.
All
They
right.
are with her also in the comic books, also playing more of a role than Madam Web, but not much more. That's really
Okay. So, did I'm taking there was a teaser at the end or something?
significant.
Oh
Hold on,
wow,
bro.
significant. Hmm.
Teaser at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't hear you just now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, there you go.
can
Okay.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not no post credits,
No
but
post credit, but something
they
happens at the end.
they showed that they did one of those foresight like
Things.
what the future holds for all the characters in the movie, and they
Okay.
were in their costume. They were in their respective spider costume. That's it. But that was the last 30 seconds of the movie.
Okay.
They are not in their costumes. They don't even. It's like the prequel. They're not even. No powers. No weapons. They are like this is the first step type of thing.
And who
And in
who
the trailer,
who's in the
huh?
visions? Who's like
The
who's
the three spider girls. The three
wait,
spider girls
wait,
that are with
wait,
her.
wait, wait, wait. So you're telling me they don't really even suit up in the movie? They just in that little
Yeah.
flash?
Yeah, you know how they do that. I can see into the future, and they showed them a flash scene of them in their future Spidey suits that everybody thought they would be wearing in this movie because in the trailer they showed them
Yeah,
in
they
the
showed
suits.
it.
Nah, bro,
So you
it's a
basically saw
movie,
the end in the trailer.
huh?
You saw the ending. Everybody saw the end of the movie in the trailer.
Yeah. That was the end of the movie.
Okay. So does she at least get the Madam Web dress and sitting in the
At the end of the
chair
movie.
in the movie?
Uh, at the end of the movie,
Wow. Okay.
they took. Now let me give them a little bit of point here.
Okay.
You know, Madam Web is blind
Right.
and she has a disease and stuff like that, right?
Right. Exactly.
They develop that aspect of it throughout the movie until the end when she officially becomes blind. and the disease affects her to where she has to sit in a chair. But leading up to that point, she's fully functional. You get what I'm saying? This is a origin story of Madam Web.
This is all right. It's the origin story of Madam Web. Okay.
Right. So, yeah. So it's the origin story of Madam Web. So that eventually does happen for her, Madam Web, at the end of the movie. And then technically, the three girls don't even wear their Spidey suits in the movie.
So let me ask you this. As I said, I just found out about this thing called the MCU like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Do you think that is starting to exist?
No, because, well, Madam Web is not an MCU film. That's a Sony.
That's a Sony jump, right?
Spider-Man Venom
Right.
thing. They are just trying to capitalize off the women's message by making that movie, thinking they was going to get a cheap buck, and they got cheap results.
Yeah,
in the worst way.
They are frying Madam Web, like frying it, because
So
I talked to somebody recently, and they asked me about the movie. Huh?
It's a bad movie. Like, it's poorly acted, poorly written.
For real?
Yeah, it's bad. It's cheesy, man. It's
okay. Well, how
cheesy?
cheesy? Are we talking Double Dragon from LA cheesy? Well, even now, I think that's still good. In my eyes, that's still a good Double Dragon. So, like, give me a bad movie, and that would justify to me how bad it is. And then I'll let y'all know for sure.
Like I said, it's like Electra. I think Double Dragon, cheesy, but
it was a good movie.
Yeah, it ain't that. It ain't Madam Web bad. Madam Web, it really like. When you watch it, you'll get nothing from it. Like, you just watch it and be like.
Do you have to have a background? Like, do you have to watch any of the other Spider movies to understand it? Because that's another thing I was going, like, how are they going to introduce Madam Web? Like, most people don't even know who she is. So how do you even explain her spot and what she does for the universe?
They didn't. They couldn't because of what you just said. And they made it anyway. And they greenlit it.
Yeah, I don't see how they could have did that.
And that's the problem. Honestly, from the Spider-Man universe, man, if you're not Venom, and I'll even give you, only because of William Dafoe, I will give you Green Lantern. You cannot make a solo movie off Spider. His rogue galleries and other characters, you can't make a movie off that. So
you meant Green Goblin. Okay, you said Green Lantern at first. I was like,
I said Green Lantern.
Yeah, I know. I figured when you said, I said he must be mean Green Goblin. Okay.
Green Goblin. Only because of William Dafoe. If any actor played Green Goblin and it was decent, you couldn't do it. Yeah. But if you gonna tell me, hey, y'all, we about to make a Green Goblin solo movie, we getting William Dafoe.
Bet. I'm in show up. Yeah, well, I would show up.
Norman Osborn, that was gonna show up.
Yeah.
So,
damn.
If it wasn't for him, and Venom, in general, Venom is a popular character, mainstream. What?
Yeah, so did they have a flashback to at least Venom, or did she think about Spider-Man or anything? So you're saying Spider-Man wasn't even in there?
He was just born.
So he's like a young Peter.
Just born. He was a baby. He was just born. Like, he was born at the end of the movie.
So how
you see Ben?
Oh, you see Ben. Okay.
And Ben is talking about his sister-in-law, i.e.,
right,
Peter Parker's parents.
Right.
And they even mentioned that his father was doing something that nobody knew over the country. So they were doing the actual comic book Parker family storyline.
Right.
But
wow,
no one cares. The movie sucked.
Damn. I cannot believe that it was that bad, bro.
It's Electra bad. It was Electra bad. I just had to do. I was like, you know what?
And Electra was bad. Electra took me like 4 or 5 days to watch.
I remember they showed that dude that was like wind power based, and he was looking all cool, and she just took her side and threw it at him and killed him. Am I lying?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Electra was pretty bad. Electra was pretty bad. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're not lying. Damn, I just never in a million years would have. God. Okay, so uh I'm taking that. Is it at least worth a watch when it gets to Disney Plus or something?
If you want to.
Damn, you're saying it's not even worth my
If you wanna
time,
laugh.
Jay?
If you want to laugh, if you want to just see how bad it is, I just had to. I skipped Morbius on purpose.
Did you see more? Oh, you didn't see Morbius? Morbius was bad. Morbius was bad. I'm talking about, I'm like, damn, this is bad. Like, that's the one time in a long time I actually said, damn, this one is like bad. Like, it was so bad, they had to pay Jared Leto, whatever his last name, they had to pay that man lots of money. They had to pay him lots of money. There was no way he would have took that.
I couldn't do Morbius.
It was, Morbius was, and then the ending of Morbius was even worse. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah. It's one thing to go to a movie expecting it to be good and it's bad, but when you know it's bad, it's like, it's been a while since I went to go see a bad movie knowing it would be bad.
And Madam
So I was
Web
like,
was
you
that.
know what? I owe myself this one. Let me go watch some Madam. And it was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Oh my God. So now I gave you Morbius because I sat through Morbius, and now you gave me Madam Web because I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, but even looking at the trailer, I felt like the trailer wasn't even put together well. Like, at least you get bad movies, but they make the trailer look so good. You're like, oh, I may give this a chance. The trailer isn't even put together good. It's really not. So I don't even understand why you would, like, somebody would go like, oh yeah, I want to go see this.
Sony they just throwing darts at the wall.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
And we
And
still gotta get Craven.
Craven's gonna be bad too. I can feel that one. Craven's gonna be bad. Hell, Fantastic Four is gonna be bad. And I don't care what y'all say.
Whoa.
I think Fantastic Four is not gonna be good. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Pedro as Dr. Reed. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I wish I thought I would be hyped for Fantastic Four. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm really not feeling Fantastic Four. And to be perfectly honest with you,
I'm surprised.
I'll eat my words if it's good. But right now, I don't feel like it's gonna be good at all.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of things. It's MCU, where they're trending, that's part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four, it's over when it comes to movies. Not one.
And to me, the Fantastic Four, how can I put this? They're not known enough by young people to carry them through a whole movie. Because a lot of people, you have to do a lot of character building. Because a lot of people don't know the Thing is strong, and like the Thing has went hand to hand with the Hulk a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Storm. And see, I don't even think they're building Reed Richards right. I don't even think they're building Reed Richards right. Like, we should at least already had some form of Reed Richards to go, damn, this dude's smart. But we don't have that. So now what they're going to do is try to cram that into like a 2-hour movie. Okay?
That's what it's looking like they're doing.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to cram it into a 2-hour movie. And the world is going to get painted a picture of a movie, Reed Richards, that is going to not be good.
Even if the rumors are true that Doom's at the end, they said, and then Galactus and Silver Surfer is like, y'all about to do this off the rip.
And here we go with that. Dr. Doom's another one. I really think people don't understand how like powerful Dr. Doom is. This man created his own realm. Like, that's a lot to feed in. And how are you going to do that? Okay, I get since the Kang dynasty is dead. I get that. But how are you going to build all that up to where we're going to be? There's no way they can do that. That's impossible at this point.
Either they got a plan, which I believe less in, or this is desperation.
So,
This is a desperate, drastic move,
do you think we're?
especially with
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Kang. My bad. Especially with Kang going away, and now they talking about Doctor Doom at the end.
Yeah, that's
This
no.
this is almost if this is all true, not the Kang part, because I think we can almost but confirm that one.
Yeah,
But the Doctor Doom stuff for the full movie, like this is like telegraphing your punch, and this is like we seeing it coming. And if you about to build up Doom as your big bad for the MCU, I'll say this: a lot of people online have been saying, okay, do away with Kang, do Doctor Doom. You know,
it's not enough
Kang
time.
wasn't Kang wasn't put out right anyway.
Yeah, he
Well,
wasn't.
guys,
He wasn't.
the
He
well,
wasn't.
guys, the same people that was mishandling Kang, you were wanting them to do Doctor Doom,
Right.
so that won't
That won't
change.
work. That won't work.
So
So,
if they mess up Kang, they're gonna mess up Doom, right? It's the same people.
and if they mess up Doctor Doom, so here's my thing. As far as Marvel is concerned, I think Marvel should take a break for like everything that's like superhero related, and they should just take a break. They should take a break. I
I
think
said
that
this. I said this to Ming today. I
yeah,
said, yo, 2-3 years, relax.
yeah, they
I'll
gotta
take two,
like
three
yeah,
years,
they
relax,
need to relax. They need to
relax.
like relax and take a break. Thank you, Javon. I appreciate that, my boy. He said my Batman shirt was fire. A. But yes, I do think the MCU needs to take a break. I think they
Yeah.
need to, but here's the thing, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it
No.
because they're gonna keep trying to say, okay, we got it. I think a lot of people have the Avengers and Marvel have had their run. In fact, what they should do is after Deadpool and Wolverine, take a break and then probably start at least getting stories together for the X-Men.
Some.
Because at this point, I feel
They
like they're just
shooting for,
forcing stuff out and it's not even good.
bruh. They're shooting for 3 when they only need a 2.
Yeah,
You only
yeah.
need a 2.
They're like
You don't need a
shooting. They're
3.
like boom and just bricking all day.
Y'all won.
Bricking.
Y'all won the NBA championship a couple times
Right,
already.
right. Y'all did. Like,
So stop trying to shoot from 3. Just take the 2, yo. Like
yeah.
take like just like in football. Y'all keep going for touchdowns. Ain't nothing wrong with kicking a field goal. Ball would need to kick a
So
field goal.
I
They
mean,
need to chill a little bit. Relax.
do you think it's more like the?
Relax.
Okay, you remember when? Do you remember when Bungie sold to gave Halo to Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
And do you feel? I feel like at this point in time, Kevin is handing off all the Marvel movies to somebody else. He's kind of in hibernation mode, right?
Yeah.
And just sitting back. But sooner or later, he's going to step forward and be like, okay, enough is enough. We're going to take a break for a little bit, get our bearings together, do what we got to do, because I really feel like they're shooting. They're shooting and they're missing.
I think the CEO already did it by saying they're decreasing how many Marvel movies they're making. I think Deadpool and Wolverine is the MCU movie this year, I believe.
Wow.
That's coming out. So they're already taking that stance. The problem is a couple years ago, y'all laid out that big timeline list
Yep.
of
Yep.
all the future
Yep.
plan on doing.
Yep. Yep.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
And that's why
Damn,
I've
I didn't even
always
think about
had
the
the
timeline because we're supposed to have Agnes. We're supposed to have the Thunderbolts. Damn, we got a whole bunch of stuff that was supposed to. Yeah.
we didn't get Ironheart yet.
Yep. We're supposed to
Ironheart.
get. I haven't even heard about what's going on with her stuff.
I at one point I kept saying just as of recently that I think the MCU should stop the big bad of the whole universe and just keep every rogue gallery villain with their prospective superhero. I have no problem with a little bit of cameos between different superheroes and Easter eggs and stuff like that. But for the
Facts.
most part, everybody should have their own villains now. Make those type of movies. Tell linear stories based on the superhero. You know what I'm saying? I think they should go to that because you have a bigger pool and you don't have to stretch yourself thin so much. It's dope that one day. It's dope that for a new X-Men villain, you can give a Sinister 1 minute, then excuse me,
Oh, you're
give a
good.
Sinister 1 minute, give us Sinister 1 minute, then you can give us Mojo on another movie, and you can keep Magneto floating around between all three because he's pretty much like an anti-hero.
Yep, pretty much.
And instead of saying, well, because Magneto is an MCU level threat villain, all our movies going to be dedicated to propping up Magneto.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Cut that out.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Either that or now I'm getting to the point where I hope Deadpool and Wolverine reboot the MCU, to be honest with you. Reboot it.
And me personally, I think that's where it's going to go. Yeah, Zero Cool said, but watch 2025. They're going to flood it again because Deadpool and Wolverine going to do so good that Marvel will be like, oh, we back on top. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Man, look, man.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Look, man. Take the 3, bro. I mean, take the 2, bro.
Yep, and
take
just,
the
yeah.
2, bro. Take the field goal, bro. It's okay. And everything, you don't have to swing for the fences every time.
Yeah. And you didn't have a good run. Y'all didn't had a good run. It's okay.
Right. From a Hollywood phase perspective, I ain't talking about like the little initiative, Marvel initiative shows they're doing for Echo. They're gonna do 2-3 episodes of a series for the little small guy. I ain't talking about stuff like that. Hollywood movie wise, man, stop trying to go for filet mignon and sometimes just hand us a simple and fries and we be okay. But stop trying to swing for the fences. Stop trying to swing for the fences.
Oh,
stop.
Yeah,
it's okay. A base hit is okay.
A base hit is okay.
But they want every movie and every phase to mean something and to be super impactful because
that's the formula that worked the last time. Because that's the formula that worked. So they like,
But most of those movies, they weren't even highly really anticipated, except for the Avengers.
Yep.
But Iron Man 1, that was out of nowhere. Captain America Winter Soldier, that was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Guardians 1 was definitely out of nowhere. That was like, no one knew who the Guardians was until they did.
Zero said they don't even know how to keep a good villain. Look at Killmonger. But I was just talking about that with the Marvels. The girl they killed off in the Marvels, she was a good villain.
It's okay. She can go.
But I mean,
she can go. She can go.
I kind of liked her purpose. She was fighting for her people. I got that. I'm like, okay, I can see that. I wish they would have kept her though. I'm like, why kill her off? Y'all could have used her in the back end. I'm like, y'all didn't have to kill her off.
That flashback scene when she killed the AI, that should have been the movie.
Yeah.
That should have been the movie.
Yeah. That was a good scene.
That should have been the movie.
That was a good scene.
That should have been the movie.
So what you think about that Borderlands trailer? No go. Yeah. So those of you who don't know, they dropped a Borderlands trailer. And for those of you who don't know what Borderlands is, it's a video game. The Last of Us then started let's get the game shit going back on. Because remember, they tried it with Uncharted, and Uncharted was cheeks.
Same producers who did Uncharted.
And the same producers who are doing Borderlands did Uncharted. Now, that thing says Spider-Man. It did say Spider-Man, but I don't know what Spider-Man movie they were talking about.
Good answer.
I was like, it says from the producers of Uncharted, Spider-Man. I'm like, well, what Spider-Man was this?
And then mention the movie you have on your blacklist.
The goddamn Venom. The minute you said that in the chat, I said, and Venom. I said, this is done. This is done. I'm not going to see this at all. Because I have a full-blown hatred for Venom. Oh, my gosh. So I was blown about that. But there are a lot of movies.
You still never watched Venom 2?
I still haven't watched Venom 2. Still haven't watched Venom 2. Now, if it's on Disney Plus, I will watch it. But I'm not even paying $1.99 to see Venom. I'm not doing it. Because the first one to me was so bad. I was like, I'm not watching this. I'm not watching Venom 2. Man, I do. And the crazy thing is, I do want to see it. But I can't pay for that. Like I said, I hope it's on like Disney Plus. Maybe I'll check on Disney Plus. Did you ever watch this movie called Smile? It was a horror movie. You see that they making a number 2?
Why?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Smile was
I
kind of
know,
dope.
I know why. Based on the movie plot,
Yeah, the
I'm
plot.
saying why. It can't be.
I'm not.
It can't be beat,
It,
right?
it can't. So
Can't be
it's
stopped,
kind of like
right?
you ever saw It Follows, right? Did you ever see this horror movie called
Right.
It Follows? So for y'all, so those
Yes.
who haven't seen it, It Follows was it was this movie, right? This curse follows you, and the only way you can get rid of it is by getting some cheeks. So like,
Yep.
it passed on like a
Yep.
STD. It basically passed on like an STD.
Yep.
In the simplest form, that's what it was. But the thing about it
That's
is,
what it was.
so the person had to keep running or have sex with somebody to pass it on. And first I was like, this movie is like, what is this? But then after watching, I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty good. Make sure you watch it. It's called It Follows. So it's a lot of undercover movies like that I kind of like, a lot of horror movies that's been standing out for me. Malignant. Malignant is like another one that's like, I love Malignant. People like, man, John, but Malignant was the truth.
That's like watching Nightmare on Elm Street.
Malignant.
It was good.
It was
entertaining.
It was-
Yeah, it was. Man, that
Like-
was,
So Smile was kind of like the same. It's a curse that gets passed on, but not through sex. It didn't get passed on like that. But it was, to me, I thought Smile was decent. It's not the best horror movie you're gonna see, but it's decent.
from mental distress.
Yeah, like
That's what
it
I
was,
call
and it
it.
was kind of freaky. But it's good if you see that. But then making a number 2 of that, I want to see that. Oh, I watched Midsummer. Midsummer. It's made by the same people that did Hereditary.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
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 Mm-mm. No, yeah. I was warned to stay away from that.
So it's not. It's not. How can I put this?
What's the movie where they you might
Yes,
know this.
Zero
What's the
Crusade was
movie-
trash. It was definitely trash. Midsummer was
What's the
trash,
mo-
but Hereditary was
what's the mo-
good.
What's the movie that's a metaphor for the birth of Jesus? And I'm not trying to be that guy. What's the name of that movie? I'm about to look up the name of that. What's that?
Man,
movie?
I still gotta watch Saltburn. I gotta watch Saltburn. I still gotta watch that.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, Midsummer was trash, and I was actually surprised because the guy that like wrote and produced Midsummer did Hereditary.
Mother, with Jennifer Lawrence.
I didn't see that.
Okay, don't.
Dang,
I was told not to watch that either.
it was called
But
Mother.
continue with Midsummer. Yeah.
So I got it now. You made
This
me want to
movie
see
was
it.
very controversial.
For
some-
real?
I'm not, I dare not speak about it on a public forum. But
Good
yes,
point.
This movie was very controversial.
So do I need to watch it? Can you give me a yes or no?
I don't know. I didn't watch it because I was told not to watch it.
Oh, because you was told
it
not
was
to. Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
because it was some controversial ish. I know what it is.
Okay,
Say
is it?
I don't want to say.
I want to say, is it more controversial than that? Than when we watched them? Because that one was.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
It was way more controversial.
Okay, man, them
Them was
really had me on the
disturbing,
ropes.
boy.
Them had me on the ropes, bro. That's
Man.
that show on Prime. That thing had me on the ropes.
So you talk about Midsummer?
Yeah. So okay. So the premise of it is
I
real
don't want to
stupid.
talk about them.
So good point. The Midsummer thing is really stupid. Okay, the girls. In fact, it's the girl who plays Black Widow's sister. She's the main girl.
Okay.
I forget her name. Florence something.
Yeah.
So her sister commits suicide, kills the parents. Kills the parents. She takes a trip to Switzerland somewhere, but it's this whole community, and the community is getting ready. They have weird things like, okay, anybody that's like over 70, they basically kill. But the movie is so weird. It's so weird. Like even when you're watching it, okay, it was Norway. Yeah, it was Norway. So basically, and here's another crazy part. The dude in it is a basically simp. He wants to break up with the girl from Black Widow, Florence. But there's a girl in the village that likes him. She puts her pubic hairs in this man's food.
What?
It's like a symbol to say that you like somebody. It's so weird. It is so weird. Now, I expected it to be a little bit weird because Hereditary was on the same weirdness, but Hereditary was good. So I was like, okay, I want to stick it out. So all this weird stuff starts happening. Okay, the two oldest people in the little community, they kill themselves. They jump off the thing, flat on their face, head busts open. It's crazy. Okay. So right there, nobody leaves. The people who visit this place, nobody leaves. That was a sign I should have turned the movie right off right there. I was like, oh, so somebody just jumped off a cliff and we're just all acting like this is cool. They're like, oh my God. But they're not, it's not even a real reaction. Jason, if I saw that happen, I'm immediately running.
They were just, this sound like the Wicker Man.
Yeah, they're just like, oh my God. But nobody's running. Okay, so in total, the people from the village go out and they get people to come back and they basically sacrifice them. So
it sounds like the Wicker Man.
Yeah, it is so weird. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, dang, this movie is like trash. And it was garbage. It was hot trash. Trash.
I saw Midsummer too. I remember people telling me to stay away from it. And
it was hot trash.
I almost did it, but I was like, nah, I ain't going.
It's so weird. Like, that even at the end, this guy claps cheeks with the girl in the village, but he has a girlfriend. His girlfriend is there. He claps cheeks. It's like 5 or 6 women in the room while he's clapping the girl's cheeks. Like, and they're harmonizing, singing while he's clapping the cheeks. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, what is going on here? Then he claps the girl's cheeks. They do something like poison him or something. So now he's like paralyzed, right? He can't even he's like paralyzed. Like he can still see everything and acknowledge what's going on, but he's paralyzed. I'm like, what is going on? So at the end of the movie, they have a bear in a cage that you see in the beginning of the movie. They skin that bear. They put the bear skin on him. They sacrifice 2 people from the village, and the other people who came to visit with their so-called friends who set them up, like, they put him in a house and light the house on fire.
The Wicker Man.
Is this what the Wicker Man was?
It was Nicolas Cage.
I never know Nicolas Cage. I never saw it.
Well, there's an older version of the Wicker Man too. So yeah, the Wicker Man, this girl, these women or this cult, I don't remember, but I vaguely remember, go into towns and cities and start messing with dudes. Marry them, boyfriend, marry them, whatever, get pregnant, had a child. Girl disappears, go back to this island. Nicolas Cage went to go follow her and found her on the island.
Mm-hmm.
So he's investigating what the heck is going on the island. The whole time, these girls was going out, grabbing these men to sacrifice them to the Wicker Man. And they put them in this big thing and set them on fire.
It sounds like that.
And after they did that to Nicolas Cage, the ending scene is the girl is back in the city. She looked different.
And grabbing another dude.
They were looking for other dudes.
So and first of all, I have a question because out of the whole village, there's a black dude, right? Now, this black dude has 4 friends. First of all, I'm not going to no other countries if there's no other black people. So he goes, right? He's the only black dude in the village. The only black dude. I'm like, bro, you should have turned around immediately. Like, you should have turned around immediately. But the movie, and it's so weird because I thought Hereditary was so good. Of course he took an L. Of course. And then he takes an L by the worst. Like, first of all, he's in there looking at this book. Oh, and then that's another crazy part. We can't say it on stream because it is kind of but just watch it. But he's in there looking at this sacred book. That's supposed to be the sacred book. Somebody hits him on the back of the head with a shovel. Boom. He goes out. He goes out, bro, bleeding and all. And then the dude, after he's done clapping cheeks with the girl, he runs out the joke butt naked. He looks over at one of the huts. It's the black dude's leg up like this. I was like, what is going on? I was like, what am I watching? What am I watching? And like, I do, like I tell people too, my cousins asked me and I was really hyped for this because I'm like, damn, the dude who did Hereditary. Because did you ever see Hereditary?
Absolutely.
Yo, I don't care what nobody says. That movie was a kind of an undercover sleeper.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It was good.
Bro, homeboy really did bash his head on that desk in like real life.
He did.
I read that story. I said, dang.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow, that's acting.
Look up the article. Yeah,
that's acting.
Really like beat.
Oh, if he really did that, that's acting. Because I'm like, bro, if y'all haven't seen Hereditary, y'all really should.
I cringed on that part.
Now I will say there is something that happens in Hereditary, and it's gonna take you for a loop when it happens because you can be like, it's one of those. I feel like there's not a lot of moments that have oh shit moments, but Hereditary had an oh shit moment. The Mist had an oh shit moment. Yeah. The Prestige had an oh shit moment. So when you get them, because they don't happen in movies a lot, you go like, oh my God. So, but
and I give Hereditary credit for making me cringe because, you know, I'm cold as ice when it comes to scary movies. So I have not been cringed or in fear of any scary movie since the first Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
and I still that shook me from like getting on a roller coaster.
Yeah, that shook me to my core.
Once I got off the roller coaster, I'm fine. But when I'm on the roller coaster, it was great.
Man,
the funny thing is seeing y'all. Even when the roller coaster was over, y'all was still like affected. I was like, "Oh, son, this movie is."
You remember when we left that movie? No, we stayed in IHOP for like 4 hours because nobody wanted to go home.
None of y'all wanted to go home.
I was like, I'm not going home.
I'm like, hey y'all, my breakfast said,
bro. Hey, son, I didn't get no sleep that night, bro. None. You breaking. I think it's trying to catch up with you. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that thing.
There you go.
I didn't get no sleep. I didn't even see Hawks. I didn't even see the third. I didn't go after the first Paranormal Activity. I was like, never again.
That joke become mid after. Let me not say mid. From a fear standpoint, it become right.
So
it still was good. I think. Dang, did I see the second one?
I didn't see the second or third one.
Mm-mm. I think I saw the first 3.
Did you see that Thanksgiving is on Netflix? The horror movie we was talking about, it's on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it. I'm watching it this weekend. I was going through Netflix. I said, "Oh shoot, it's on." I said, "Thanksgiving is on here."
And speaking of Netflix, tomorrow is the day.
Avatar. You know what though? I'm feeling pretty good.
I am too. I'm
feeling pretty good about Avatar on Netflix. Like, I feel like Netflix has been sliding through a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong. I know everybody had their issues with Cowboy Bebop, but I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't that bad. So,
yes, it was.
No, man, come on. Now, look. Now, the way they did Ed was bad. I give you that. What they did to Ed at the end, I was like, man. Oh, man, you're freezing again. That thing is, so I'm a little bit, but I'm happy to see Avatar. I'm kind of psyched. I'm hoping that they're not going to make it like they're going to drop the whole thing though. I don't want to watch one episode, then wait a week, and then watch the next one.
Netflix has generally been dropping the whole thing.
Okay, good. If we got that, then we're on fire. I'm kind of hype about. So does that mean
Castlevania was the whole thing?
Wait, was it? Yeah, it was Nocturne. Yes, it was.
And so was He-Man. Well, He-Man was only 3 episodes.
So are we gonna do a episode on Avatar next week?
I'm down to do Avatar. Also, I am watching Dune 2. I'm gonna rewatch Dune tonight. I watched Dune 1 before. It's fire.
Wait.
Dune is fire.
Does Dune 2 come out this week?
Next week.
Next week. Okay.
Next week.
Okay.
For all you youngins out there, you don't understand how hard it was for me as a kid that tried to watch the original Dune movie on the Sci-Fi Channel. Wink, wink.
Yep. I remember that.
And the movie is like 3 hours long.
3
and
hours.
I'm a kid pretending like I know what I'm watching.
Yeah.
So
Dune was.
to be able to watch. See, this is where reboots. So
Yep.
now I watch this Dune and I know what's going on. I get it now.
Wasn't Sting in the first Dune?
I believe he was.
Yeah, I think Sting, the singer Sting, not the I think Sting was in the first Dune. Yes, damn, but I forgot about Dune coming out. Okay, so I got to see Dune. I got to see Avatar. What else am I looking forward to? That may be it that I'm thinking about for me. That may be it.
3-hour movie, bro. Shout out to the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah. For the first Dune, yes. I mean, for the original Dune, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you got any closing things you want to tackle on, my brother?
No, just let's keep doing good things in this world, people. Please. Seriously. Please. Because, this is...
It's getting kind of hectic out there.
It's crazy out there.
Yeah, it's getting hectic out there, bro. No lie.
Please.
It's getting hectic out there.
One of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, he was Fade. So cool. That's right. He was Fade. Yep. Sting was Fade. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's and, and he makes a good point, y'all. Take care of yourselves too, man. Like sometimes, don't let your anger get the best of you, man. Just, as Master Splinter told Raphael, I have tried to calm your nerves, Raphael, but your anger clouds your mind. And at times, you may not be my favorite student, but you will always be my son. God, Splinter was full of wisdom. God.
And that's one of the greatest fight scenes in movie history. All of them versus Shredder.
Great one. When Shredder stood on that thing, and they was like, Michelangelo.
The rat has a name?
Yo, my man Leo was like, wait. He was like, it had a name. Leo burst through everybody, was like, you lie. Oh, man. And let's not just forget Splinter. So nice with it. Your man didn't even move.
Oh, yeah.
The Shredder came at Splinter. Splinter was like, not having it. Bro. So, next week, I'm going to need y'all to watch the Avatar so we can get to it. Because come Wednesday, we're talking about the Avatar.
And let me tell y'all this right now. I'm normally the coolest person here. I'm not the person. I'm not a stan in many things outside of like comedy. But like for real, don't hit us up with we ain't seen the Avatar cartoon unless you wasn't born when it happened. But if you was around our age group and it was out and you ain't watch it, y'all can't come up here. No. Y'all can't come up. Y'all can't come up here.
I'm gonna save that one, my story, to the next episode because it ties into Avatar.
You told it already.
Did I tell that story?
Talking about it.
Did I tell that?
Some episodes that you was loafing and you ain't.
But it's true. I did not. The first piece of Avatar I saw was the movie from M. Night Shyamalan, and the first thing I'm thinking is like, this wasn't bad. Then everybody was like, "Oh, Josh, we're gonna bury you. We're gonna bury you." And I was like, "What's going on?" Then I actually watched the anime. Then I was like, "Oh, okay, Yeah. He freezing again. Hold on, y'all. They gonna get it. They gonna get it. Is he coming? Is he coming back? I do like the freeze frame of him. Oh, here you go. So that is yeah. So I guess next week we'll be talking about Avatar. I love y'all. If you can't be good at it. Jay, anything you want to say? Raise your glass. There you go. All right, y'all. Be easy. Oh my God.